Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to play some Mountain Blade Warband. It's a game that I've wanted to play for a while. I've actually owned it for years. Never played it until the other day when I was just giving it a good old test run, and then while I was playing it I decided it's probably a good game to make a series on. So here we are. Let's jump right into it here. So we're going to start a new game. So, welcome adventurer to Mountain Blade Warband. Before the beginning of the game, you must create your character. Remember that in the traditional medieval society depicting in the game, war and politics are usually dominated by male members of the nobility. That does not, however, mean that you should not choose to play a female character, or one who is not of noble's birth. Male nobles may have somewhat easier start, but women and commoners can attain all of the same goals, and in fact, may have a much more interesting, if more challenging, early game. So let's continue. We're going to be a male. Okay, so you were born years ago in a land far away. Your father was. Do I want to make him a noble or a warrior? I feel like these are the two I want to go for. Let's make him a warrior. As a child, your family scrabbled out in meager living from your father's wages as a guardsman to the local lord. It was not an easy existence, and you were too poor to get much of an education. You learned mainly how to defend yourself on the streets with or without a weapon in hand. You started to learn about the world almost as soon as you could walk and talk. You spent your early life as a so if our papa was a good old warrior, we would be, let's see, would we be a page at a nobleman court at that rate? I don't think we would be. We'd kind of be like a nobody, eh? So I'm gonna say a craftsman apprentice. No, maybe we would be a page at a nobleman's court because our father was a warrior somewhere, would have some status, and maybe would have shipped us off to a nobleman's court. But I don't know. Sure, we'll be a page at a nobleman's court. As a boy growing out of his childhood, you are sent to live in the court of one of the nobles of the land. There your first lessons were in humanity as you waited upon the lords and ladies of the household. But from there, from their chess games, their gossip, even the poetry of the great deeds and courtly love, you quickly began to learn about the adult world of conflict and competition. You also learned from the rough games of the other children who battered each other with sticks and imminent of their elders' swords. Oh, an imitation. Jeez, I can't read tonight, guys. I'm sorry. Then as a young adult, life changed, as it always does, and you became... if we were in a nobleman's court... I want to say we became a squire from there. Although the distinction felt sudden to you, somewhere along the way you had become a man, and the whole world seemed to change around you. When you were named squire to a noble at the court, you practiced long hours with weapons, learning how to deal out hard knocks and how to take them too. You were instructed in your obligations to your lord and of your duties to those who might one day be your vassals. But in addition to learning the chivalric ideal, you also learned about the less uplifting side. Old warrior stories of ruthless power politics, of the betrayals and what is that word? Aspirations of men who used guile as well as valor to achieve their aims. I haven't seen these two words in my entire life. And now scroll down here a bit. But soon everything changed as you decided to strike out on your own as an adventurer. What made you take their decision? I'm going to say wanderlust. Only you know exactly what caused you to give up on your old life and become an adventurer. You're not even sure when your home became prison, when the familiar became mundane, but your dreams of wandering have taken over your life. Whether you yearn for some faraway place or merely for the open road and the freedom to travel, you could no longer bear to stay in the same place. You simply went and never looked back. I think that fits us perfect. Become an adventurer. Let's ride to destiny, boys. Of course, we're going to make it that we can't quit without saving. Who would want to quit this game without saving? Like, it's kind of ridiculous. Okay, so our name. I'm going to go with... I had a name in mind here. I'm going to go with BofCrak. Actually, there's no C in that. I always forget. It's just K. BofCrak. It's a good old surname I made way back in the day from a Minecraft character. So we're going to carry it on in here. Legacy with BofCrak lives. Here, I feel like charisma is massive, so let's give ourselves 10 charisma out of the gate. Intelligence probably huge, so let's put the other 2 in intelligence. These are probably massive in this. We already have pretty good strike and agile, so. And then we have 6 skill points here. Let's get some shield points, because that's probably good. Iron Flesh, I think, will be good. We got 3 more. Persuasion. Is there anything else good? Maybe Tactics. Maybe even looting. It's probably good. And let's get one at first aid too. Then we have 10 points over in proficiencies. What are we going to be proficient in? Probably, let's get some one-handed stuff going here. I accidentally put too much in there. Let's reset that change. Did I reset all of them? Dang. So we had looting, first aid. This might even change a bit. Iron Flash. We had 2 in shield, 1 in looting. That's the last one. I had something in here. No idea, but I'm going to put it in persuasion. Then we're going to put this to 78, so we have 4 left. And then last night, weirdly, my guy started with a crossbow, so just with the chance that happens again, I'm going to put a bit in crossbows. Alright, I think we're ready. Got BofCrak. Let's do it. Alright, so we can adjust what we look like here. Let's go with random a couple times. Oh, dang, they look kind of messed. Oh, this guy's not bad. This guy's not terrible. I think I just want to change his hair color. Yeah, there we go. It's not terrible. There's BofCrak, boys. Look at that, I do have a crossbow. Alright. You hear about Colradia? I don't know how to pronounce this place. I think it's Colradia. A land torn between rival kingdoms, battling each other for supremacy and haven. A haven for knights and mercenaries, cutthroats and adventurers, all willing to risk their lives in pursuit of fortune, power, or glory. In this land, which holds great dangers and even greater opportunities, you believe you may leave your past behind and start a new life. You feel that finally you hold the key of your destiny in your hands, free to choose as you will, and that whatever course you take, great adventures will await you. Drawn by the stories you hear about Colradia and its kingdoms, Okay, so we can either join a caravan to Pravian in the kingdom of Swadia. We can join a caravan to Ravadia in the kingdom of Vegaris. I believe that's how that's said. Join a caravan to Tolga in the Khergit Khanate. Take a ship to Saragoth in the Kingdom of the Nords. Take a ship to Jelkal in the Kingdom of Rhodoks. Join a caravan to Shares in the Shardi Sultanate. Saranid Sultanate. I'm not even going to try and repronounce that one. I feel like I want to go to the land of the Nords. At the same time, I don't know. You know what? We're going to go to Rhodoks. You came by ship, skirting the cliffs where the Rhodok highlands meet the sea. Much of the coastlines was obstructed by the tendrils of fog that snaked down the river valleys. But occasionally you caught sight of a castle watchtower rising above the mists, and on one occasion a beacon fire burning to warn off enemies. They misspelled here. Or is it that right? A fire burning to warn of enemies? Warn of an enemy warband. Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry. Maybe that is supposed to be off, but I don't know. You knew that you were relatively safe at sea, as you were too far south to risk encountering the sea raiders who trouble the coast of the Nordic lands, but it was still a relief to reach the Selver Estuary Gateway to the port of Jelkal and to see a Rhodok galley riding an anchor, its pennants fluttering in the evening breeze. How beautiful. You are exhausted by the time you find the inn of Jelkala and fall asleep quickly. However, you awake before dawn and are eager to explore your surroundings. You venture out onto the streets, which are still deserted. All of a sudden you hear a sound that stands the hairs on the back of your neck on end. The rasps of a blade sliding from its scabbard. Assuming that's its sheath? Someone coming at me? Oh, shite. Someone is coming at me. No, wrong. I need to unsheath my weapon here. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Let's screw this guy up, guys. Yeah. Eat it, son. Look at that frickin' arrow in my shield. Sheath up. You alright? Well, I guess you're alive, at any rate. I'm not sure that we can say the same for the other fellow. That's one less thief to trouble our streets at night, although Haven knows he won't be the last. Anyway, maybe you can help me with something. Let's talk more inside. Out here, we don't know who's listening. Merchant takes you into his house. Once inside, he stands by the door for a while, checking the streets, and then finally convinced you have not been followed, he comes near you to speak. I need to turn down this music. One sec, guys. This is blasted in my ears. I don't know how loud it is on the recording either, so let's turn that down. There we go. Might be overpowering my voice for a bit in the beginning. Now we got it all evened out, so hopefully, if it was a little bit harder to hear me, hopefully you can hear me now. What a house, merchant. Now let me explain my proposition. We've always had brigands in the hills driven to banditry by war, debt, or love of violence. Recently, however, they've been getting bolder, leaving their camps in the wild and venturing into town looking for unwary prey. The watch commander tells us it's because of all the fighting on the frontiers. fear men to keep an eye on the streets, but I'm not sure what to make of that. It seems to me that the most logical explanation is that these bandits have an ally inside the walls who helps them enter unnoticed and helps them identify particularly tempting targets. Last week, you see, they took my brother. Damn, bro, they took your brother? They took your brother with that kind of mustache? Oh, dang, you can actually, like, mouse over him and see how much he likes you. Oh, okay, didn't want to do that. Let's return here. Okay, so you took their brother, alright. I don't know what my brother was thinking. A lad from a prominent house, out alone after dark, in times like these. Well, I suppose you were too, but you're a stranger here, and I didn't know how bad things have become. I think I read that right. He had no such excuse, but he's family. So what can you do? If you don't protect your kin, then people will start thinking that you can't protect your investments either, and I can't have that. No doubt the gang will soon send word about ransom, but I don't care to pay it. So here's my proposition. You look like you had a bit of experience with a blade, and more importantly, you must have a bit of fire in your belly, or you wouldn't be coming to Colradia to seek your fortune. So here's what I am asking you to do. Gather a small party, track down these bandits to their lair, teach them a lesson they won't forget, and get my brother back safe. In return, you'll earn a lasting gratitude and a little bit of silver. What do you say? Hell yeah, dude, I'm interested. You won't be able to do this by yourself, though. If you try and take on a whole gang single-handedly, the hunter will become the hunted. I'll warrant you first want to round up a group of volunteers. There's always a few lads in the villages around here looking for a bit of work. That's more interesting than tilling the soil or hauling water. They'll follow if you pay, so take this personal 100 dinars. Consider it an advance on your reward. Go around the villages, use the money to hire help. I'll reckon that you need at least 5 men to take on these bandits. Alright, my guy says, very good, sir. I'll collect some men from around the villages. Good. You can find me at the tavern in Jalcala after you got your group together. Then we'll speak about what we'll do next. Perfect. So now we can check on our quest here. So let's go gather some men from the villages. And we are? See us? Alright. Where's one of the close villages here? Let's go down here. Yeah, so yeah, we can left click. Space. Oh, space pause this time. Cool. I'm gonna read this. The village of Bervren seems unremarkable. The fields and orchards are busy with villagers engaged in tasks of season. Humans and animals alike look relatively healthy and well fed. However, a small number of them outermost fields are left unsown, and some walls are in ill repair, suggesting that there are still not quite enough hands to do all the work which needs to be done. You remember that this village and the surrounding lands belong to the court Kittahz of the Kingdom of Dogs. Yeah, so they're indifferent to me right now. Let's recruit some volunteers. How many do we got? We got 1. There's another village here. There's one there. Let's go over there. There we go. I'm not going to read this one. It's there if you guys want to read it. Just want to get some volunteers here. No one wants to join my damn party? Alright. Let's go over here. Well, Actually, let's go here first. We're gonna run all the way past there anyways. Because I don't think I can get, because that's the actual castle, so I probably can't actually get any volunteers there. Cool, cool, cool. Is that just one guy too? Yeah. Why is there so few people? Such a big map. Crazy for how old the game is. Bandits? Yeah, those are looters, but here comes some gang of people there. Oh, there we go. I think that just completed our party. Yeah, we got 6 men now. Might as well run back. Such a cool little game. Like, if I'm assuming the only people that are really watching this video is people that like love this game, but like if you honestly you're watching this video, never played this game, man, go give it a try. Even the new one, because the new one's on Game Pass, and that's honestly kind of what made me start playing. I was playing it on my Xbox on Game Pass, and I was like, yeah, I think I have the older one, and I never played it, so let's give it a try. And man, it's so good. Alright, so you should be in this tavern. Man, this tavern's beautiful. So it's not him, it's just some random dude. Who's this guy? Since I should get to know him and ask why is that. I broke ransoms for the poor. Wretches were captured in these endless wars. Normally I travel between the salt mines and the slave markets on the coast on commission for those whose relatives have gone missing. But if I'm out on errand mercies, I come across fellow dragging around a captive or two. Well, there's no harm in a little speculative investment, is there? Do you look like the type who might have a prisoner to sell? Oh, okay. That's cool. So he'll like ransom people then if we need. It's a higher blade. Where the hell is this guy? Is he not? Is this him? What is this? I compose and write songs for the lords of the land and their ladies. Sometimes I sing about the war, sometimes about the virtues of kings, sometimes for more sophisticated audience about virtues of wine. For most audiences, however, I sing of love. Cool. That's cool, man. I am looking for a guy that said he was supposed to be here, and he's not here. Am I in the wrong area? Am I not in Jalcal right now? I'm in Jalcal. I was at a tavern, right? He said he would be in the tavern. Did he not? Yeah, he's in the tavern at Jalcal. Bro, where are you? You're not in the tavern. Oh, there you are. Why are you in this dark ass corner? Splendid work. You have hired enough men to take on the bandits now. Travelers entering into Jalcal have told us that there is a small group of robbers lurking outside of the town. I suspect that they are all from the same band, the one that took my brother. Hunt them down and defeat them, and make them disclose the location of their lair. Sounds good. Let's go hunt some bandits. Where are they? Oh, is that them? That's them. Let's chase them down. What do you want? I've been looking for you. Tell me where you keep the prisoners and I'll let you go, my man. Yeah, those prisoners are only going free if you pay their ransom. Did you bring any silver? Nah, but I brought steel. We're gonna screw these guys up. 7 against 4? Huh. We're gonna charge our army in there. Let's go. So if we come in, I want oh, that's why I was in the wrong thing. What? Why am I? Oh, I think I was talking to archers. A little bit dumb there. Alright, let me get my sword out. That's how we do it. Did we lose anybody? We lost one. We lost one. So very good. Very good turnaround. Yeah, spare me. Spare my life. Let me go and I'll go far away from here and learn an honest trade. You'll never hear of me again. I'll spare your life. But in exchange, I want information. Either you or your mates kidnapped the brother of a prominent merchant in town. Tell me where you're hiding him and give me your word that you'll stop troubling the people in these parts and you can go free. Oh, bless you, sir. Bless you. You have done a lad no harm. We've been keeping him in our hideout near Burvran. I'll describe the area nearby in detail, so there's no mistaking it. Perfect. Alright, let's... There we go. Take any of this. Any of this better. Take some of this stuff to sell, I guess. It's actually pretty good. 6 head armor. Yeah, I'll take that stuff to sell. I'll hit return. So that's where the hideout is. Let's go over to Bulb Run first. Actually, we'll stop in Jalcal. That's where I'll sell. Go to the market. Better than nothing. There we go. Ah, okay. I didn't realize I clicked that. I was assessing goods. That's cool. Let's come over here. Do you guys have any volunteers? Jeez. Okay, there we go. We got 13 men with us now. Check us out. You approach the hideout. The looters don't appear to have spotted you yet, and you could still sneak away unnoticed. Difficult approach to the site down a narrow defile means only a handful of troops in your party will be able to join the attack, and they will be unable to bring their horses. If your initial attack fails, the looters will easily be able to make their escape and disperse. Do you wish to attack the hideout or wait for another occasion? I'm attacking it. Follow me, boys. Yeah. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Hey, it's the Merchant Brother. Thank you, sir, for rescuing me from those men, from those from those fiends. Did my brother and Jaquel put you onto their track? Yeah, he told me that I would find you. I advise you return to your family as quickly as you can and be careful on the road. Why is he not coming with us? I got a group of like 13 dudes. With the tree cut off, the looters fall one by one to your determined attack. Their hideout and their ill-gotten gains as now yours. Oh, okay, that's all my stuff now. Let me grab these bag of stones, because it actually seems like it's probably a pretty good return on investment. Let's grab some stuff here to sell. Is that actually better than mine? 24.19. No. Let's take all that stuff. Let's go over to Jaquel, because I assume that's where we gotta go, right? Yep. Cool. Let's go on over. Alright, we want to go to the tavern. Well, my brother's home safe. I'm not sure what to do with him. Maybe pack him off to a university outside of Calradia. That way, if he gets knocked on the head in a street brawl, no one can say it's my fault. But that's not your problem. Here's the rest of your reward. It's well earned. The money is most welcome, and I'm glad to have been service. Good. Now you're interested in making more. Always interested in making more, my man. What's up? Remember how I told you that the bandits had an ally inside the walls? I think I know who it is. The captain of the watch, no less. Some months ago, this captain, seeing the amounts of profit we merchants were making from the trade across the frontiers, decided to borrow some money to sponsor a caravan. Unfortunately, like many who are new to the commerce, he failed to realize that great profit only comes with great risk. So he sank all of his money into the most expensive commodities, and of course his caravan was captured and looted, and he lost everything. Rip, dude. That's what you get. Should have bought some security. As a consequence, it seems our captain turned to villainy. Villainy? To recoup his fortune. I suppose I'd do the same if the heavens forbid I ever faced indebtedness and ruination. Now, any watch captain worth his salary will have a few thieves and robbers on his payroll to inform on the rest, but our captain decided to employ these bastards wholesale. He brings them into the town, lets them do as they will, and takes a share of their take. You've heard of poachers turning gamekeepers? Well, in this unfortunate land in Calradia, sometimes gamekeepers will turn poachers. Likely, there are still a few brave, honest souls in the Watch who've told me how he works. Now, here's my plan. I could bring this to the attention of the king, Graf, lord of the city, but that would mean an inquiry, my word against the captains, and witnesses can be bought and evidence destroyed, or maybe the whole thing will be forgotten and the enemy comes across the border again, and all I get for my troubles is a knife in my ribs. That's pretty terrible, bro. In time of war, you see a king's eye wanders far from his domain, and his subjects suffer. So I've gotten another idea. I've got a small group of townsfolk together, some men in my employ, and some others who've lost relatives to these bandits, and we'll storm the captain's home and bring him in chains before King Graf, and hopefully with a few captured bandits to explain how things stack up. All I need now is someone to lead my little army into battle, and I can't think of anyone better than you. So what do you say? Dude, I think I'm down. Oh, well, I suppose it's possible that I found a dozen bandits who were willing to give their lives to give a passing stranger a false impression of life in Old Jakal. Well, I guess you can't really know if my word is good, but I reckon you've learned by now that my money is good, and there's another 100 dinars, or maybe a bit more, that's waiting for you, if you'll do me this last little favor. So what do you say? So this guy could be a little filthy. I didn't really trust his mustache in the beginning, if I'm being honest, but fuck it. I'll lead your men. They're not my men. Splendid. It's been a long time since I stacked much on a single throw of the dice, and frankly, I find it exhilarating. My men are ready to move on your word. Are you ready? Oh, I am ready. Good. Strike fast and hard. I read that backwards, but same stuff. And the captain and his henchmen won't know what hit them. May the heavens be with you. And also with you. You leave the tavern and go out to the streets, nervous looking young men are waiting. Wow, they're young. Alright. In every street corner, you can see they have daggers and clubs and concealed under their clothes, and catch a mixture of fear, anticipation, and pride in quick looks they throw at you as you pass by, praying that your enemies have not been alarmed by this too obvious bunch of plotters. You check your weapon for one last time and prepare yourself for the action ahead. Oh, I am ready. Let's mess this captain up, boys. Where is he? It's time, lads. Up and at him. Let's do it. No time like the present. Do we win? The remaining few bandits scattered off into the town's narrow alleys, only to be hunted down one by the angry townsfolk, making sure that your victory is complete and all the wounded have been taken care of. You and the merchant head to the house to review the day's events. Hey, bro. Ha! Well done. I saw at least 3 of the enemy go down before you. Keep fighting like that and you'll make quite a name for yourself in this land. Unfortunately, about 9 of my lads got themselves wounded. I should go look on them. Yeah, your men kind of sucked. Yeah, let every villain learn to fear the name BofCrak. That's what I'm going to say. Yes. Now a couple of my boys have the watch captain pinned down in the back room with a knife at his throat. I'll need to drag him before the king before King Graf and explain what this breach of the peace is all about. You don't need to be part of that, though. I'll tell you what, if it all goes well, I'll meet you in the tavern again shortly and let you know how it all came out. If you don't see me in the tavern, but instead see my head on a spike over the city gate, I'll assume you know enough to stay out of town for a while and forget this whole episode ever happened. So hopefully we'll meet again. Hopefully we will, little mustache man. Okay. Well, that's that. Let's call it there for now. BofCrak is doing great. Took down a whole band of bandits here. Who knows if we did the right thing? We'll find out in the future, I guess. But thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.